Hello, welcome to Medidia. Uh, so some of you asked me that how to apply for visa as a foreigner, as an IMG international medical graduate when you come to US. So before I do that, let's talk about if you can get visa, if you can get license on a visa. So let's say if you have a visa like a B1, B2 visa or anything like that, so you can get license, driving license in your state, depending on the state laws. Um, but it will be valid only for the time period of either the status of your visa or the duration of your visa. So let's say if you come in through New York and you get a license, you know, it will be valid only for like 3 to 6 months, depending on whatever stamp you have on your passport. In some states, what they might do is they might give you a driving license for the time period of your entire visa. So, like if you have a visa for 1 year or 5 years, they will give you a driving license for 1 to 5 years. So that's the first thing regarding, driving license on a visa. The next one is international driving license, or even if you have a domestic uh, driving license from your home country, how long you can drive on that license. It really depends on your state where you are. So I remember I was in California and I didn't even need it like international driving permit or international driving visa because they allowed me legally to drive in California for up to a year. I have up to a year to apply for the California driving license. So that again, you can just Google search foreign visitors, international driving license and your state name, and you will find the answer. And almost all of time, most of the times, this information is available online. So the next question is, let's say now, you have immigrated to this country, or you have a job and you're working full time, and you need to get a driving license. How you can do that? So the thing is, I don't know how things are now, but pre-COVID, what you used to do is you find your nearest DMV uh, and DMV. Just remember that, like some, I don't know, they're the license center, or you can Google search, license driving license center near me. So you get an appointment for a written test. Uh, if you go there, and they will tell you what are the resources you could use to study for the written driving test. So sometimes they have lectures, video lectures. Sometimes they have books. I read the book for California, um, but what I really found was that California DMV had some YouTube lectures. I listened to all those YouTube lectures. They were immensely helpful. They improved my driving in the long run. And I don't think there was any better education for driving, for safe driving, other than that California DMV YouTube channel. So I watched all the YouTube videos and I took my exam. When it was my appointment, and I think I answered all of them right. So once, let's say, you're done with your written permit, then depending on again which state you are in, some state can waive the requirement of driving hours. Most of them have 40 driving hours. Some states can have a little more, a little less. So depending on which state you are in, like I said, some states can waive the requirement of having a certain number of driving hours if you have an international driving license or had a driving license in your home country. I don't recall having a strict requirement of driving hours for myself because I think it was waived since I had a driving license in Pakistan. So now the next question comes, the driving test in itself. Basically, you need to have your own car. It could be your friend's car, it could be anybody's car, and you need to have an insurance, driver's insurance that covers you if you hit someone. So quickly about that, there is a liability insurance and there is full insurance. Liability insurance covers you in case you hit someone, and they will be paying money to that person you hit. Full insurance means that they will also cover the damages you caused to your own vehicle. If you only buy liability, they will only cover the damages of the other party, but not your car. So again, depending on the state laws, you need to have at least the liability insurance to make sure if you hit someone, your insurance is willing to pay them for their damages caused by you. So now you have these documents, you have your driving permit, you have in your insurance. You'll go there, wait for a turn, an instructor will come and sit with you right next to you, and they will give you just brief uh, driving instructions. I was fairly comfortable since I was driving for multiple years before taking my test, so I did not have any issues. If you're new to driving, I think you need to drive at least 100 hours, because a lot of people I know, they fail their driving test the first time. They're just too nervous, they don't know. Also, what I would suggest really helped. What helped me during my driving test was I knew where the DMV was, and I kind of knew because I've seen them drive around. I knew the area and the route they make you drive. So I just was driving the same region. I knew where the traffic signals were. I knew where the stop signs were. So I wasn't super nervous, right? So it was easier for me. I knew where the lanes merged. All these little things take a lot of toll on you when you're taking your test. You're new, you don't know much about it. So I'll say just familiarize yourself to the geographical location, the area around, drive around, and don't just make sure there are no surprises. Like I remember there was a lane, two lanes merging, and I was just too focused. I didn't notice that. So when the two lanes are merging, you're supposed to give your traffic signal indicator. I didn't do that. That was a minor mistake. So the thing is, they check whatever mistake you make. There could be a minor mistake or a major mistake. If you make a major mistake, they can't issue you a license. Minor mistakes, one or two, they can ignore it. So this was my minor mistake. And what is a major mistake? You don't stop at a red signal. You don't stop at a stop sign. You didn't see a pedestrian, something like that. So don't do any of that. Like I said, familiarize yourself with the area. That really helps. And then most of these the people who are taking the tests, they're pretty nice. So don't be super nervous about it. If you have never really driven before, what I would suggest is having a you know instructor might help you. What really helped me initially was a friend who was just simply uh, you know who sat with me, showed me around. I drove a little bit, and I drove with him for I think good 10, 20 hours in US before when I came here after driving for years in my home country. That really helped me gain the confidence of driving in US. So do that. Um, yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything that I know. And at the end, you get your driving license. They issue you a temporary license, and you get your permanent driving license in the mail in like 2 weeks to a month. So, like I said, a lot of these things are pretty variable. They vary from state to state, but a simple Google search can answer most of these questions. I tried to make a brief video just, uh, you know, with an overview for everything. I hope this video helped you. If it did, please like this video, share it with others, subscribe to the channel, and like I always say, never give up, never lose hope. Bye.